I'm Chris, and welcome to That New England Sound. Peter Snell was a speaker designer born in Bar Harbor. In 1974, he left his job as a principal engineer at EPI Speakers in order to work on his own loudspeaker. The Type A blew everybody away, and Snell Acoustics was born. Peter Snell was all about the details. He personally checked every loudspeaker they sold against his reference speaker, adjusting the drivers and crossovers as needed. The Snell Speaker Manual didn't just tell you about how to wire your speakers or what was up with your warranty. There were pages upon pages about speaker placement and acoustic theory. These are the Type Cs, released in 1983. They weigh 80 pounds each and they're 46 inches tall. Check out this beautiful walnut veneer. Down here we have a 10-inch woofer for the bass, and up here we've got a port for the bass reflex. And then you've got this wild 60-degree angle with a 5-inch mid-range and a 1-inch tweeter. Much of your listening experience is going to be impacted by where your ears are in regards to the mid-range. If you're a little too tall or a little too short, you might be missing out. Because of the angled mid-range here, the listener's height becomes way less of a factor. Here's something you don't see every day, a rear-firing tweeter. It's supposed to give the highs a lot more air. Down here we've got 2 sets of binding posts. This is super intense because these are 4-ohm speakers. Theoretically, you should be able to bi-wire them, but every amplifier I've ever seen says on it that you cannot bi-wire 4-ohm speakers because it will destroy the amplifier. You could, however, get another amplifier and bi-amp them, so you could have one amplifier for the highs and one amplifier for the lows. That would be epic. There's just blackness surrounding the notes. It's a big sound, man. Jazz. The Type Cs were one of Peter Snell's final designs. One day in the middle of a meeting, he just fell over, dead. Heart attack. He was only 38 years old. Though they lost their visionary leader, Snell Acoustics continued for another 20 years, with various other captains at the helm. They all upheld Peter Snell's legacy, making products that were innovative and stood apart from the competition. Peter Snell was a beloved figure in the audio world in New England. You can find anecdote after anecdote about how kind, humble, and passionate he was. It's crazy that this many years later, people are still raving about his speakers. But I predict something even crazier. I think 50 years from now, hi-fi junkies are still going to be trying to get their hands on Peter Snell's incredible speakers.